There we go. And let's go ahead and unmute. Hello and welcome to Nerbotchery. We are back for another episode of the Good Team. Last time that we left them, they were actually right on this bridge that you should be seeing. I'll go ahead and get that up for you right now. And they were about to fight these, well, they already were engaged, in the battle of fighting the Night Haunts. And we are right about to get right back into that. I am Tony. I am your DM. First of all, we want to thank D&D Creative Table Designs. They are one of our top sponsors here. We absolutely love them. If you've never gone to their page on Facebook, what it basically is just a really great page if you're looking for inspiration on, how to build things, such as what you see me have here. With all my terrain, if you're looking to learn how to paint minis, looking to learn how to write modules, it's basically just a huge community. I think it's at 25,000 people now, which is totally insane when you begin to think about it. But yeah, I highly suggest you check them out if you like what you see here and if you're looking for inspiration, maybe to start your own thing. Also, of course, want to thank Reaper Miniatures. We used their boat during our charity drive that we had. It was the Barge of the Dead, so that was really, really cool. We absolutely love you. Thank you, Reaper, for sending that. And we spoke to our painter as well as my business director did, so we'll be starting that now that he's moved in his house, so that will be great as well. So yeah, we just want to thank Reaper. You can put exclamation Reaper, or you can go ahead and just click on their icon in the About section, and that will take you straight to their page if you want to go ahead and grab yourself some really great miniatures. I love all minis. I prefer metal, though, is my favorite, and Reaper has probably the best metal miniatures that you're going to actually find. Of course, we also want to thank Stack Trackers. They sent us for the charity drive that we had not too long ago, just last week. If you missed it, you can actually catch up on it. And they actually sent us a stat tracker. And what it is basically, it's cards, kind of like you see me use them all the time. And it's a DM resource where you don't have to go flipping through the book looking for the monster stats or even just general NPC stats. It's very, very useful for dungeon masters if you're looking just to speed up your game and make it more efficient. Also, of course, want to thank Troll Lord Games, Chuck over there. He was really great in the charity we had, or before this one, the special show, not charity, before we had this one. He donated some really great stuff, and they are really great. They are some place that you can go if you're just looking to improve your game. They have a lot of supplemental material just to enhance your playing experience, and some modules as well. Really great stuff. And of course, I want to thank our Patreon supporters and our viewers. Thank you guys for coming in and watching us. Hopefully you enjoy what we're doing here. You should be seeing on the screen right now, actually, some Night Haunts should be up there as we speak. Let me make sure. I'll pull those up. And that was what the group was doing. They were on their way to Arabelle, but they had decided to go to this bridge because, they had met a farmer that had told them all about, this battlefield that, these paladins had protected. But, of course, I guess they slowly, maybe had gone crazy, the ghosts or whatever. And he had told them that, people had disappeared going there during a full moon. And they actually went there, of course, during a full moon because they wanted to see what they could find out about the place. And now they are engaged in battle as we speak. So we are going to start that up here. I'm going to let my players introduce themselves first. This is a 5th edition game. Everything you see here is made out of Dwarven Forge. Let's see here. My internet's going slow because I am in the garage here. And it's like 2 degrees, so the computer is slow. But yeah. Check out our schedule. This is, again, season 2. And let me go ahead and let's start with, we'll start with Eric, Go ahead and introduce yourself, Eric.
Hey, everybody. So I'm Eric. I'm playing Bale Blueblood. He's a tiefling warlock paladin. He's trying to atone for some sins in his earlier life. And currently he's wielding a whip with protection from evil, working pretty darn well against these undead warriors on the bridge, and we'll see what happens next.
All right. we also have Chris. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris. I play Sir Duncan Scoop. I am a human warrior, currently engaged in some acrobatic action to get some of that sweet, sweet advantage on these vile undead creatures.
All right. Next, we have Space.
Hey guys, it's Space. I'm playing Sparrow, the Air Ganassi Rogue Fighter. I'm just looking to be super chaotic. So
Super chaotic. All right.
super chaotic.
Next, we have Paul.
Hey, Mako Lighter here. Bard, traveler, adventurer, gentleman extraordinaire.
Gentleman extraordinaire. All right. And still, we have to get this guy a wig because he's been looking for a wig shop. And when we get to Arabelle, I know the first place he's going to try to get himself some hair to cover that bald head that he had from being going down the road. And now it's Jack.
G'day from down under, everyone. I play Sephiroth Bloodtongue, half orc barbarian, and I wield the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker. And then next is our very favorite guests that we have Exile.
Hi, I'm Exile. I'm playing Lucathero, the gentle barbarian who makes do with his fists.
All right. Y'all are going to have to tell me how Twitch is running because I can't pull it up. It's so cold in here. My laptop just keeps on black screening. So y'all gonna have to let me know. Can everybody hear and see us okay? I hope they can. So
Looks good to me. I'm watching this.
all right,
I can
great.
see okay. I just have the stream muted, so I don't have the echo.
Yeah, you should be seeing the night haunts, and unfortunately I can't see that. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and jump right back into the battle. We'll start at the top of the round. I still have everybody's initiative saved. So the first person to actually go is Duncan Scoop with a 17.15.
I believe I just jumped over a banister on the bridge, so I'm...
Yeah, let me put that on there.
I can't see me on the camera. I see.
Put it on right now. I got you,
Okay.
buddy. Got you right here. There you go.
It must be still refreshing. I still
Yep.
just see the 4 night gaunts. Oh, here we go.
Yep. There we go. All right. I wish I could see a little bit better. So yeah, Duncan, let me go ahead and point out where you're at. You are right there at the edge, and right above you was Mako. If you remember, he had jumped on the banister, and you were down here, and he was right next to you. So it is your turn.
So the person with the bright yellow hair, that's Mako?
Yes, this is Mako, and then you're right here.
Okay. And so I'm standing next to the gaunt.
Yeah, the night haunt. It's a night haunt. Yes, sir.
Night haunt. Sorry. Yeah.
No problem.
A little
They don't
Lovecraft.
even have them in 5th edition, so it's easy not to know that they exist. I had to convert it over.
If I see Bale standing in front of one of them, if I move, hang on, yeah, if I move to get behind him, that would generate an attack of opportunity for the one in front of me, right?
Oh yeah, because you're right next to it, because it'd be right on top of you. If you try to move at this point, unless you disengage, obviously, then. But yeah, this would provoke. And I shouldn't have told you that. See, you're gonna ask me if it provoke attack of opportunity. Oh, you did that so smoothly. You did that so nice. You're so nice, Chris. You're like, yeah, Tone, that wouldn't provoke. Oh, you got me.
All
Oh,
right,
you
what
got
Duncan
me.
will do, I will stand my ground, stare at the undead, reach up to my shirt and tap on the amulet and activate it. My amulet of cheetah speed.
Cheetah speed. All right. And what does that do again? Because I know that we had that for you. What does that do again?
Improves the movement of the wearer. Well, there's the constant one, which is my normal movement rate is 32. And here I'll paste the rest of it in chat.
Oh, you don't have to. I trust you. Whatever you tell me it does.
And it casts Improve Haste.
Okay.
Once per day.
Ooh, that's right.
I don't know what level the amulet operates at, but Improve Haste doubles my attacks.
All right.
The number of rounds equal to the caster's level.
Ding, 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 ding. So go for it.
And other than that, I'm just taking a defensive stance. I believe I have to take a full action to activate the item, right?
It's a magical item, so hold on a second. Magical items, what you can do. Yeah, that would take an action because use a magic item. You use a magic item that requires your action for its use.
All right, then I will spend this round activating the amulet. And said, just wait a minute. I've got something for you. Hold on there, undead thing. And then I tap the amulet. Okay. And that's an action.
All right. So just give me 1 second. It took me that long for Roll20 to let me get down to the bottom of the page. That whole thing you're doing. That's how cold it's cold here. I just have to add Luca in. Luca had a 13. All right, well, next, while I do this, it is coming up here. It is Sparrow's turn.
So, yeah, I'm going to attack the one right in front of Sephrith. First attack with my first rapier.
All right.
That's an 11. I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit.
Let me check just to make sure. I'll tell you, but I don't believe so. These Night Haunts are pretty badass. They're pretty badass. Let's see. AC. No, 11 does not hit, unfortunately. I am sorry. So you go to hit the Night Haunt, and you went after, just to confirm, you went after this one right here, right? All right.
Yes.
All right. So you take a swing at that Night Haunt, but unfortunately, you're just not able to get it. Your rapier just pretty much goes through this ethereal and just almost like mist, and then just misses again. So you did not get that time, unfortunately.
I'm going to try again with my bonus action. I'm going to do a second attack.
Go for it.
2 nat 20s.
What? 2 nat 20s?
Oh.
How did you get 2 nat 20s?
I don't know.
I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans, man. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I think there's some cheating going on here.
Oh wow. Yeah. So as soon as I missed with the first attack, and then I'm like, oh, Sephrith, you in the way. So then I try to kind of curve around his torso. He's so big. So I'm tiny compared to him. So I'm just come around with my second one, stab the ghost, and then I'm move away. So I want to be right in between Bell and Sephrith, just behind him. Yeah.
All right, and you're moving away after you've engaged the Night Haunt?
Yes.
All right, so that's going to provoke an attack of opportunity unless there's something you have. And
I do. I have Rakish Audacity.
Oh, that's right.
No, I think it's Fancy Footwork. Hold on. Yes, it's Fancy Footwork. So I get the attack. I make a melee attack against a creature. That creature can't make an opportunity attack against me for the rest of my turn. Oh my God, I can't talk.
That's all right.
That was so hard.
All right, so
yeah, I'm gonna move.
All right, so you move away, and where are you moving?
I want to be in a space 5 feet over to my left, right behind Sephrith, and right near Bill.
All right, so right in there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if anything, somebody gonna get hit before I do.
Gotcha.
Well done, Sparrow. Nicely done.
Thank you. Oh, and that was a non-magical rapier, so I don't know if that, that halves damage.
Let's see. Nope. But when the Night Haunts get their next attack, you're gonna have to all roll a d20 for your horror to see if you're frightened and horrified, and who gets scared.
Altogether it is 14.
How much damage did you do?
Math. Hold on. 14, 23, 38 damage altogether.
Holy crap, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot. Hold on, that might take us. Two of them are undamaged, but the other two are hurt. So that might take one of them down. Hold on.
Nice.
Hold on.
Quick question. Isn't there a calm emotions effect up on the party to make us immune to fear?
Is there? I don't remember if you added one, Mako. Did you?
Didn't we start the fight off with that?
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't remember every move. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, he did. He did cast calm emotions.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're good.
Because Sephrith failed his roll at start.
Yeah, and he was gonna get like a negative modifier or something.
Good job remembering that, then, Mako. Good job, because I forgot.
It's like fear.
I'm sorry. That's 40 points of damage. I did the math.
All right. Jesus, I'm still trying to get the load up in the call here and move
the show off now, Sparrow.
I believe she is.
I know what Tony is, man. I gotta show up a little bit.
Ah, man, she hit that one down.
Oh.
That is gone. That bad boy's gone. Woo. All right, so describe how you actually destroyed it.
Yeah, so I'm on mute.
I think
I'm not on mute. Okay.
Sephrith is gonna switch spots with you. And you can be the frontline attacker from now on, I reckon.
No, actually not. I like it when you're in front, because then I can come from behind you and attack.
I'm just a meat shield right now, aren't I?
Yeah, you're just like a brick wall. I'm just between two brick walls, and I'm just poking people.
I'll just stand here and don't do nothing.
Okay, so I missed with the first one. I kind of finesse my way around Sephrith and stab with the second one. And because the ghoul is like, he's not suspecting me. He's like, oh, she's weak or whatever. And I'm just like, really? Boom, right in the chest.
And as you do that, it just light kind of emanates, and the armor, it just falls into a heap of like old armor onto the ground. And it just collapses, the whole thing. Right
hey,
there.
Little bird.
So
he was mine.
Thank you. I was oh man, I want to stop fighting now. I'm ready to go. All right, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, so that's another one down. And now it is, if we can get back over there, for Christ's sake. Okay. Now it is Mako's turn, who is up on the side of the bridge, being all acrobatic right there. So there's Mako.
The delay, is that a thing you can do in 5e anymore?
Like hold a move?
Kind of.
Well, I know that what we do now for when you all want to do like to get a flanking and all that is that you have to delay and then attack with the same person. So you can do that if that's what you want to do. Is like if you want to go ahead and get that bonus, you could move around the position, then say I'm waiting to do a flanking maneuver, because that's like a homebrew rule that we do.
Okay. Could you move to the overhead cam, please?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Tripod. There you go.
Look at all that beautiful forest in the background.
I know. I love it. Unfortunately, I don't have a secondary backdrop. I'm getting another backdrop that's going to be for mountains, more forest. So whenever the camera's on something, it always seems like there's more into the background. Did it switch over for you? There you go. Okay.
And Scoop, you're not injured, right?
I'm good.
Okay.
Or at least that's what it says on my sheet. I don't have any temporary hit points anymore, but I'm good.
Okay. And Jack, you currently have bardic inspiration, right?
I believe so.
Right. All right. In that case, I'll just cast Vicious Mockery on the nearest Skelly. Or
Me.
What are you going to tell it?
Ghost. It's gonna be like, nobody remembers you.
No. And it's a wisdom save, right?
Let me put that real quick.
Good old wisdom save, if I'm not mistaken.
Wisdom saving throw.
There we go.
DC
Okay.
14.
Okay.
15. Alas.
Oh my God, the dice is still rolling for me. What did I get?
I'm seeing a 15. So you successfully save.
All right. So you say, I am always remembered. You dishonor. All right. So your joke and attempt to insult its mother in its place of birth apparently doesn't work.
Nobody remembers you.
Nobody.
Yes, well, okay then.
He starts busting out the 80s song, Don't You Forget About Me. Don't you? All right, I'm sorry. All right, so now it is Bale's turn.
All right. So Bale is still focused on the leader. I have both my Hexblade's Curse and my Vow of Enmity upon him, which means I do extra damage and get advantage on all attacks on him. And he's super focused on him. And
Yeah, because that was the other one that was hurt. The other two that will be left. The one in front of you, Bale, was injured, and the one in front of Jack was injured. So there'll be two left after that. So this one is injured. So that's the last one injured left. Is that obviously? I assume that's the one you're going to stay on.
So yeah, this is the leader, right?
If there could be that, yes, Wolfgar. Oh yes, he was injured. That's Wolfgar.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you the name. Damn it.
So he actually said his name last game because he said to remember him, even though I'm
good. Yeah. I couldn't remember.
And so
Yeah, he did.
I say, no redemption, only vengeance. No redemption, only vengeance. And I attack. And I'm not going to use my Divine Smite unless I get a crit. I get a crit on a 19 or 20 with Divine Smite. Oh, sorry, with Hexblade. So here we go. Advantage. I'm so blind with these glasses on. How did I get there, kids? Is that
Very well. Isn't that a
You
crit?
got it. You got a 20.
It is.
Go for it.
Yes.
What? No.
All right.
Yes.
So that is a total of 26 for the smite plus is that 9. So it's 37 points of damage from a very focused, angry paladin warlock.
Damn. Y'all are eating up y'all are eating me for breakfast. Stop this. All right. He's down.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Lift your game, DM. Lift your game.
All right. So
The
as he's
leader? Okay.
as he's moving, because I hit him before once or twice. So at the tail end of the whip, it just cracks perfectly right in the center mass with the combination of the Hexblade's Curse, the magic of the whip, and the Divine Smite, and he just explodes in all directions.
Oh, kind of like Sauron in the very first Fellowship of the Ring after his hand was cut off. It's just like boom.
No redemption, only vengeance.
All right, so same thing happens to him. After he does that, you just see a pile of like armor, old armor, and a sword. Ding, 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 ding. Just fall to the ground. And all right. And now, so Bale went. It is there's only 2 left. Oh, come on. What is going on with my machine? Wow, my guys are never going to get to go. Now it's Luca's turn at the 13. So you see Luca, comes running. He all of a sudden, apparently he's caught up with the rest of the group. And Luca, you start out right here, we'll say at the bottom of the bridge. You're right here. Can you see yourself on the camera?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. So you are right there. You see your friends. It's amazing what a coincidence. He just happened to be here. Wow. Okay. All right.
I think I have just enough movement to make it to that nearest Night Wraith.
Oh, yeah, Night Haunt.
Night Haunt.
There is a difference. Big difference.
You can
So
try.
1, 2,
I
3, 4, 5, 6. What? 1, 2, 3, 6. I don't think you got 6 movement, right? 30 feet.
40.
Oh, you got it then. All right, so you are right by Sir Duncan Scoop and Mako and that other uninjured Night Haunt. And what do you want to do?
Since me and Scoop are right next to each other in initiative, do you want to tag team it?
Let's do it.
Hold my action to attack with him?
Woo! All right, so you're gonna hold that. Okay. Well, that one's dead. So that Night Haunt 4 is gone. That only leaves Night Haunt.
There's just the 2 left.
Yep, just the 2. All right, so it is now that Night Haunt's turn. All right, since the leader is down, obviously these things don't have a morale check. So let's see. It is going to go with its... who is it going to go after? It's going to turn on Sir Duncan Scoop, and it's going to make an attack here with this long sword. Gets a multi-attack. So first attack, longsword +1. You will die for your dishonorable actions. I assume that hits.
Yep, I take 6.
All right, so your longsword comes crashing down under Sir Duncan Scoop's shoulder blade. Doesn't break any bones, but the injury, it's obviously very painful as it puts a nasty bruise into the shoulder and on your collarbone right here, and you feel it jarring almost up into your teeth as the metal clangs into your bone. And now the next hit, another long sword. Oh, come on now. Sorry, man, my computer real slow. They say cold is good for a computer, I thought.
Nope.
That one is a miss against Sir Duncan Scoop, so that one slashes, and the thing kind of like looks at you, its eyes kind of light up and glow in front of you. It almost looks like it's satisfied that it took a hit on you. And now it is Jack's turn.
Yay. Well, there's one still in front to my right, correct?
Yep.
I'm going to move up to that one and pound the crap out of him. How about that?
All right. So he's going to use his parry.
Oh, he's using his parry.
Yeah.
AC up. All right.
DM forgot he had it. Lucky you guys, right?
Bad DM. You should let me have it anyway.
What's parry?
It just adds 2 to my AC against 1 melee attack. So you still roll Jack and everything. It's just that now, it's a high. Yeah, you have to roll better. But I'm pretty sure that hit because my AC with +2 would still only be a 20. So let me just make sure. Hold on, because these are Night Haunts. There's different stats.
No, I've done this roll straight from...
Nope. You hit it. Damn, y'all rolling high. What's going on, man?
We're awesome.
Crazy high scores here.
All right, let's go damage. Two-handed as I usually do. I'm raging, so there'll be a +2 on top of this. Why is it rolled it there for? Stupid thing. All right, I'm trying to do it from D&D Beyond. It's not working, so I'll just go back to the other character sheet, and I'll have to re-roll. Ignore the roll. Go by the damage, please, if that's okay. Geez, look at that damage. How disappointing is that?
Man, Sparrow's looking and laughing at you. All
So
all those
points of
muscles
damage
and
to rage.
you know.
Did it count the raging?
So that'd be 8 points with rage, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so you want to describe your
I-
you're taking off 8 points?
And just to clarify, the inspiration is to hit, not to damage, correct? Or is it to damage?
Correct.
To hit?
To hit.
Okay, I won't use it then. So yes, dismal 8 points of damage. So as I step up, I just slice through and probably misjudge slightly and only clip a shoulder. Dismal.
It looks down at its shoulder just. It can't smile, but you get the sense it is. So you took off 8 points, and let me move you up towards that guy.
Yes, please.
Being a smart ass. It's being a schmata.
It's been a smart ass, all right?
Oh no! Piece of the world just fell off.
Did you attack it twice?
Oh no, only one. So I have another attack. Dumbass. All right, gonna. We'll make up for our first mistake then.
You get another attack. Go for it, bud.
Ah. Ooh.
What did you roll?
And the damage is crap anyway, so I'll just let that go as a miss. So I come up I'm all upset. How dare this little thing, this little female outdo the great Sethith Blood Tongue. I get really carried away, get too anxious, and I slip on a bit of moss. Just wave
Yeah,
my hand.
I'll just call out to Sephiroth, and I'm like, did you mean to do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to scare him, mate. Just trying to scare it.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Sure. Understood.
Bloody hell. Stupid axe.
All right. That other night haunt is dead, but there's still one more left. All right, the last night haunt is got Sephiroth right in front of it. So he is going to go and try to hit you. Now you're raged, so I take that into account. All right, this one is going to go ahead and use his long sword again on you, +1. Let's see if it hits. Crit.
Yeah, I think that's a hit.
I think there have been more crits in this fight than regular hits.
I mean, stop. All right, so this night haunt looks at you, and you know the long sword just comes up, and he does it, and you think he's going to go for a low attack at first, but he twists the blade in midair, and you go to block, and you're completely open and exposed, and he stabs it right into the same shoulder that you'd already been injured. It just, you could feel the blade cut through flesh, you know, and everything, and just the slicing and the pain as it cuts down to the meat. It doesn't actually cut the piece of your flesh arm. Your arm is still able to be used and everything else. It just puts a hole, and as he pulls it back out, it's like a burning pain as the blood begins to flow down your arm.
You bastard! I'm gonna get you for that.
And now here's the next attack. Double crit. Come on. Double crit. Double crit.
Oh, he hit.
All right, so this second one, you'll get nothing but the cold death of my blade, barbarian. Your undisciplined attacks have left you open. Move. Now this next attack comes down after he stabbed you. He pulls that one out, and this is a person that used to be a warrior, so it knows how to fight. And it swings around, does like a twirl corkscrew move, and comes down and slashes at your legs across your shins. It doesn't cut your leg off, but you feel it chip into the front side of your bone. And burns as it cuts away a little bit. Now a flap of skin is now hanging off the side or the front of your shin. And it burns so bad as your armor is rubbing against it, causing it to open even more.
Gotta get you for that, you pasty bastard. Jesus.
And that is a total of that's 18 points of damage. Woo! Damn. That's not a sparrow hit though. Yeah. Not no 30 points. All right. So that night haunt has now gone. And he is just enjoying his hit. And now we go back to the top. And that means, I believe it is Duncan's turn. Duncan! Sir Scoop.
Alrighty.
Right before Duncan attacks, I say, Night Haunt, I don't know if you're keeping score, but you're losing. And then I'll allow them to do their dual attacks and probably take them out.
Ooh, you're cold, Eric. You're cold, man. You're cruel man.
Okay, so I look at the Night Haunt and I say, well struck. Now it's my turn.
Remember, Luca, you get to attack too because y'all held your attack. And the flanking bonus, what is it? 2, Eric? 2? What did we agree on?
No, it's advantage.
Oh, just advantage. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been playing that 1E game and I forget.
All right, normally I take 2 attacks, but I'm hasted, so I'll take 4.
Oh no. Oh, are you serious? I might as well just pick this thing up off the thing. So.
I'm also at advantage, so I'll just roll them one at a time. Here's 1. Where is it?
I'm going to pull out an umbrella.
It's uninjured, but we're about to find out what happens. You're pulling out an umbrella?
Yeah, I'm going to open it up in front of me so all the gore and body parts can bounce off it.
Well, it's a spirit, so it might not be body parts.
I don't have an umbrella.
I'm clicking on the longsword icon, but nothing's happening. What's going on? It lights up red. One-handed longsword.
Check to make sure it's checking to see if you're doing advantage or not. Look in your character sheet.
That's right. Yeah, that annoying. Right, got it. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Eric.
No problem.
Okay, submit. This is at advantage. No hit. Okay.
Nope, that's not a hit.
Again.
That's hits.
Oh, I forgot to do advantage here. I'll do it again. Okay. That's my second attack, so only the 19. I hit him for 11. I have 2 more attacks.
All right. The 16 does not hit.
That's fine.
But the 19 did.
Hits.
Yep, 19 hit.
Hang on. This will be my third attack.
I thought that was your third attack. I'm sorry.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay, that hits for 5.
Yes, it does.
And then my fourth attack.
Woo! Damn! This guy you're a stabbing machine.
Oh, it gets better. That hits.
All right, you add up the damage. I don't feel like adding all that up.
Oh, but I'm not done yet.
What?
I'm going to use second wind and do it again.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I hope somebody's clipping this. The time where Scoop does 8 attacks or something.
So
Scoop's 8 attacked whirlwind.
The 14 missed. So 19 hits for 11. The 16 is an advantage that misses. So 11, 5, 7. 11 and 5 is 16 and 7. That's 23 points of damage. Oh, thanks, Exile.
I was doing the math as you were rolling.
Okay, second wind is expended, and I said, "Oh, you're still up. Well, we can't have that."
You mean action surge, right?
Oh, sorry, action.
Yeah, actions. I was thinking second wind was the heal too, but I didn't feel like saying anything. I knew what he meant.
No, you're right. Sorry, it's right above action.
Action surge.
Advantage. Submit. 17 hit.
No, it does not.
Get the okay. Two.
I can't believe you're still rolling the hit dice. It's like, oh my God, I could have went and got a drink.
Remember how hard these guys were to hit, so it's kind of like, all right, I'm going all in.
Yeah, it's not a bad decision. Smart choice.
Okay, that hits, and now my last attack. I figure between Luca and I, we should be able to do this guy in, but they have really good armor class, so.
Holy crap, Scoop.
Okay, that hit.
You're like a chainsaw.
11 plus. Oh no, the 17 didn't
54
hit.
damage.
No,
total at this
18.
point.
You need an 18 or more to hit.
All right, that's 54 total.
Damn, my God. You literally, okay, you ready for this? That thing, you just, in one round, but it had no damage, and you just took it down. You've got to describe this insane, that's a cutter level craziness right there.
So as I touch the amulet,
attack.
time seems to slow down for me, and I'm looking at this thing, and it's like it's moving in slow motion.
You're matrixing?
Yes, everyone else is in slow motion, and then it's like, oh, this is nice. So I very carefully call my shots and strike it in the neck, the elbow, the knee, the other knee, and then again in the neck. And then I realized that, oh, it still isn't caught up. I missed a couple of those, so I go back and I do it again. And then I look at Luca and I say, I'm really sorry about that, Luca. And then once it falls, I will move so that I am right next to the one that's currently engaging Sephiroth.
Luca didn't even get to roll.
Hey, at least I gave him advantage. So.
He didn't even get to roll. You were just hanging out, eating something like, oh, you let me know when you're done.
I helped.
You did give him advantage. That's what made it able to kill it. So, you were distracting it, keeping it distracted, and because of that, he was able to get all those attacks in. All right.
I'm done.
Yeah, I hope you're done. Is that you sure? All right.
Everyone's got to stop showing Sephiroth up. This is getting really depressing.
I had this barbarian bro in here. He had his cool dog, his horse, flowing muscles, tallest, biggest thing. He's like taking little chinks. Sparrow comes in. I got this. And then, Duncan comes in. Oh. It's like, poor Sephiroth.
Don't feel offended. You're looking at hundreds of years of sword training, hundreds of gold pieces worth of sword training.
Poor Sephiroth. But wait, I'm sure Sephiroth is going to
Think of it
shine.
this way.
Just give it.
If a bunch of rocks ever fall on the party, we'll be the only two to survive.
That's right.
All right, so now it is Sparrow's turn. Sparrow, you ready to kick some more ass?
We'll try. So I'm gonna get like a running start. I'm gonna move up to the one that's on the direct right of Sephiroth. So I'm gonna move to the right of Sephiroth. But I'm gonna get a running start, and I'm gonna do like a backflip and land, and then I'm gonna attack.
All right, acrobatics. If you're gonna do that, if you pull off this acrobatic move,
I probably won't at this time.
if you pull it off, I'll give you advantage on your attack. But if you fail, you're gonna land prone, and they'll have advantage on their next attack against you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what the number was. The DC?
Roll a. Well, you're very good. Roll a 16 or more for this badass move.
I probably won't get this. Yeah, no.
All right, so Sparrow goes running. And you are right on the other side of it, but you are now prone on the ground.
As she comes over flying past me, am I able to react and try and catch her or assist her to kind of so she doesn't stuff it up as bad as she has?
I will allow it, but since you are fully engaged with the Nighthaunt, it's going to be at a -4 for whatever roll you choose to do. If you want to do strength or if you want to do a dex roll, it's going to be a 16, but you're going to be at a -4 because, you're not even paying attention. All of a sudden, it's almost like your spidey sense, like, wait, do I sense Sparrow flying? It's something.
Can I do it as a... let me see here. Like a saving throw, a strength saving throw, just out of the corner of my eye, just kind of physically grab her? Or do you want it as a dex saving throw?
You could do strength or dex, to do it. Acrobatics or athletics.
I'll do strength, and I'll use my inspiration as well, because that can be used on saving throws.
All right. So just remember, you're at -4. You need a 16 or higher to try to catch her. That won't make it where she gets her move. That'll just stop her from being prone. So she'll just land next to you instead.
Well, I don't even need to use my inspiration, but yeah, there you go, 26.
Whoop! Ah, Jesus, y'all are just on fire for these rolls. All right, so Sparrow, rewind time
I just
back.
quickly reach out, grab her, and swing her around so she actually lands on her feet to the side.
All right,
buddy.
so you're
I
right.
got you, little bird.
Oh man,
Stay on your feet.
that was
Actually, I'll
tough.
put you over here. All right, so you're right next now to the Sethreth Sparrow. He just caught you. You're very, very lucky that he caught you for that reaction. You know, I allowed it. But had he had missed you, then Sethreth, I would have had it where you went prone too because you fell trying to catch her. That would have been it.
That would have been cool. And I'm like, next time, tell me you're doing that. We can incorporate together and I'll swing you into him for more impact.
Awesome. Yes, we have to do that. So I don't get my action. Do I still get a bonus action?
I would say that no, because you failed your roll. So that kind of used up your round, I'd say. I mean, but you're not prone for the next round.
All right.
So you got lucky there. You're survived, and Sethreth saved you. So now
do I in turn lose some of my turn later on, do you think?
I'd say you'll lose a reaction. They'll count that as your reaction right there.
Okay.
You know, because you're reacting to her, you know. But I don't think that's going to be a problem anyway, because there's only one left, and y'all go before it. It's rolled a 1. So, I mean, I'm not worried. All right, so it is now Mako's turn.
Could you go ahead and switch to the overhead view?
You got it. I just try to flip it up once in a while, keep it interesting until we get on the road. There you go, buddy.
Okay.
And let me show you where you're at so you know. You are right there on the bridge.
So right now, let's see, our barbarian appears to be the bloodiest of our companions, correct?
How much damage have you taken, Sethreth? I don't know. 18. I know he took 18 from me.
I've gone from 65 to 47.
Oh, well, yeah, 18.
I'm
So
gonna go ahead and walk up behind him and begin swirling my hand. Motes of orangish dawn light begin shining from it. I say, "By Yondala's grace, be healed," and I'll just touch him in the back of his.
Oh, how are you doing? Oh, that feels good. Yeah, there's more.
I think you like that really a lot, Mako.
Heal him for 22 points of healing.
Whoa!
Holy man.
That is a good heal. Jeez, bro. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice heal, man. He's up to full health.
Yeah.
Mako bringing the thunder with the healing. Bringing the thunder. All right. So Mako, I think that's your turn. And next, it is Bale's turn.
All right. I'm within 10 feet of that guy, right?
The bad guy?
The one that's left. There's only one left, right?
Yeah, but the bad guy. Yeah, the Nighthawk. Let me
The
see.
bad guy.
The bad guy. 5 no, you're 15 feet away.
Okay, so move me up so I'm at whip reach, and I'll just pull that whip back, posing, waiting, and I want to collaborate with the next person that attacks that sucker.
All right. So that means next it is Luca's turn.
Right. This time, I'm not going to hold it. I'm just going to run up and attack him.
But someone else is holding for you though, so you will have advantage.
You get advantage, but I will allow you to go
Hooray.
first, friend.
And I'm already there engaging it, so you absolutely no. This guy's surrounded. You have so much advantage.
So much advantage on the advantage.
I don't think that's a thing unless I take the elven accuracy feat, which I can't.
So much advantage.
All right.
So Luca, you run up to get it.
Yeah, just right up there next to Sparrow.
Y'all are now beating the hell out of it.
Come on, everyone's trying to steal my kills. Come on, guys, give me one.
I only get 2 attacks. All right. So I'm assuming both 25 and 20 hit.
Yes, they do.
All right, so that'll be 23 damage from magical fists.
Woo! You punched the soul out of it. You did like in Doctor Strange. You punched the soul. Minus 23.
Punch the lights out of it. Well done.
All right, so I'm attacking now also at advantage.
All right, go for it, Bale.
Go.
I got it off balance. You finish it off.
All right. Oh, I got to pick.
Bale, you too?
So
Come on, guys, give me a break.
Okay, so the Divine Smite's going to happen no matter what. So it's normally 2d8, but because it's a first level spell now, but because he's undead, it's 3d8. So that's why you see the 3d8 damage. Anyway, I got to hit first.
Miss.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I hate you, Eric. I hate you.
Crit.
I hate you, cheater. You cheater. You told me you were installing a dice program and you said you wouldn't use it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's 37 points of smite damage plus 11 points of regular.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man. All right. So
I like to imagine I punched it in the gut, and that just set it up perfectly for you to whip off its head.
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently so.
Ah! Oh my goodness.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, they're undead and everything.
I just look at Sephiroth and I just pat his back and I say, "It's okay, buddy. We'll have more things to kill."
Of course, it's easy when y'all are rolling crazy high stuff.
All right, so who's hurt?
I raise a
My
hand.
heart's hurt. Bloody axe wouldn't hit nothing today.
I'll go ahead and throw a level 2 cure wounds on Sir Duncan Scoop. With heal 10.
I storm off. I'm pissed
Oh,
off.
don't be that way.
I follow him just to make sure he's okay, but I'll sneak behind him because he needs space. So I won't let him see me. Well, I'll try not to let him see me.
Thank you, Sameko. I just got a little bit of a scratch now.
Yeah, I've been rolling very bad on myself. I rolled a nat 1, so yeah, he probably sees me.
Very sorry for my.
What do you want,
delayed-
little bird? You want to show off and show you're better than me again? Yeah.
No, of course not. I'm not better than you, Sephiroth. I'm just when it comes to frontliners, you're way better at being a frontliner than I am. I'm just really good at attacking with hitting where it hurts, I guess.
Didn't show it today though. Oh,
I
will
mean, did
next
you see
time.
did you see
wait.
the start of the fight though? I mean, I could barely hit one of them things.
Yeah. Next time.
It's okay.
I'll show
Next
you.
time. Yeah,
I'll show you what Seth is. mate.
definitely.
He
You
starts
will.
getting the jitters because his rage is coming off. I just gotta go sit down for a bit, I'll talk to my dog. I'll be back.
Well, I'll be over there just in case, I don't want you to.
I'll be right. Thank you, little bird.
No problem.
Barbarian downer.
I healed Duncan for another 7.
Ah, you're a gentleman and a scholar, Mako. Okay, I'm good. I'm at
It was a
full.
pleasure. Anybody else? Anybody else hurt at all?
And
I
I'll
think
walk
it's about
over.
time we set up a tiny hut and maybe take a little bit of a night rest and then deal with it in the morning. What do you guys say?
I want to check the well, yeah, actually, I don't want to check the corpses. They're undead. It's probably some filthy curse on it or something. I will walk over to Sephiroth and hand him a skin of wine and say, "Here you go."
Thanks. This will definitely help.
I find it often does.
It's not bad
Hey,
stuff, actually.
Say Bale.
Thanks.
This place is cleansed. The evil is gone.
Seems like what we could use is an investigator to find that treasure that folks were talking about.
Well, yes.
Are we going to rest first, or are we going to go treasure hunting? Just asking. I'm game for either.
Rest? That wasn't even a real fight. Got to do nothing. Come on, let's go get into more of them. Yeah, is there more? I can redeem myself. Come on. Where are
And
they?
at that moment, 5 more.
Yeah.
We'll be here all night fighting them dead.
I had very little to do in that fight myself due to my late arrival.
So what are we doing, guys? Are we going to town now?
No, we're looking for treasure, and I'll use my investigation then.
I will help. Give him advantage.
What are you going now? Just to give you an idea, the area that you're around. Remember, you've already checked out the battle area. Remember, now you're just at the bridge itself. So, what do you want to look at the bridge?
Well, I have to think there's nothing on the bridge because it would be plain as day, correct? There's
that, there's some armor and the weapons that dropped from the actual, the night haunts.
Well, heck, let's start there.
Well, hang on. Friend Luca, can you do a ritual cast and see if there's any magic on it?
I can do that.
Oh, you
straight
can?
away. Yeah, I'm part of my background.
I'm not the magical one.
So I can go, bear with me, magic awareness, and that will let me know if any magical items or spells within 60 feet will start to glow for me. So I'll be able to go, that's magical, that's not. I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you if it's magical.
That glow, how do you see it? Is it line of sight?
Let me read. An action, you can open your awareness presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Well,
so
total
if I'm
cover.
up on the bridge and I'm looking at anything up there up to 60 feet, I can see it if it's magical or glow.
So where are you going on the bridge? Where are you looking?
I'll go stand right where all the armor is, right in the middle where I get the best view of everything and just do a full 360.
You definitely get that there's some magical equipment amongst the armor. I'm not going to go into that today because we'll be here for the next 2 hours where everybody decides which treasure they want. So I'll work out all. I will work out. I will.
Magic.
What'd you say?
Magic. So I'll just point to the ones so the crew know which ones are. I go, that item's magical. That one's got a glow too, and that one.
All right. Some magical items are found that will be determined, during this time off, so y'all can decide who gets what before the next stream. Anything else
Mako. Sorry, I wanted to ask Mako a question.
Go for it, buddy.
Mako, is there such a way to detect if something is cursed?
So I mean, a curse would show up as a magical aura. I guess it would depend on the nature of the curse, but let me think about that for a second.
All right, I was just curious. It's not really my bailiwick. It's just that they were undead, and they were.
Wouldn't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I can just tell if it's got a magical aura to it. That's all I can tell from my end.
Yeah,
I mean, most curses are a necromancy aura, but there could be, I guess, transmutation as well. Again, depends on the nature of the curse.
Well, just food for thought. Remember, they were.
We could go back to the early days of our journey together and have me test out for curses.
Excellent idea. Be a scorpion again.
I still have those orbs.
Well, pull your orbs out and be a scorpion. Wait, that didn't come out right.
Well, that depends.
Seth's just looking back and forth between you. He's very confused by this conversation.
Remember, in this group, we do not kink shame. And I look at Sparrow.
I look back at Scoop and I just smile. Yeah.
While they're all kind of in
Luca will look at the
conversation,
party member that uses the whip.
I will look at the part carrying the pair of manacles.
Tony,
Hey, don't kink shame, okay? Just because I like my manacles doesn't mean anything.
We said nothing.
No judgments here.
Tony,
Yes.
other groups in conversation, I will tap into my magic awareness and go look under the bridge as well and see if anything's glowing.
Yes, you do see something under the bridge. There is another piece of treasure under there. That I can tell you right now, specifically, that is a ring. And I will go ahead and determine what ring it is, like I said, for y'all, and let y'all know after the stream and everything. Then you can work it out then. But
All right, I'll
a
pick it
magical ring has been found.
I pick it up and yell out, "Oi, some more stuff possibly down here."
You actually,
Found one magical item.
the way you found it is that story you had heard from, hold on.
The annoying old man.
Oh, he wasn't that annoying. Come on.
No, he was annoying.
That story, the story you heard from Ringle, remember he had told you that a long time ago that, you know, there had been a battle here and these knights died trying to defend this bridge and everything. And that, you know, when he was a boy, he remembers another adventuring party similar to yours had went and they were going to go ahead and try to quell the problem with the bridge and everything and set the spirits to rest, but they never came back. So when you're under there, you notice, you know, it looks like it's amongst a pile of bones. So it looks like you have found the remnants of the other adventuring party that had been here all that time ago. Give me a... Yeah, so
I'll pass that on to the group and get the more inquisitive, fine detailed members down to have a closer look for me.
Yeah, can I investigate?
Yes, what would you like
I found something down here. Some bones, magical ring. Maybe we should get some down here, but better look at it than me.
What would you like to investigate?
Look for holy symbols.
I will
I know
also.
what that is, mate. Yeah, look at me, I can barely read.
So the ring and the pile and anything that might give me clues to what this is.
I'll show you.
As to what the ring is?
Yeah.
Like I say, I was going to hold off and just determine the ring like after the stream, so everybody's not talking about who gets the ring.
So, sure. So mostly I'm actually looking for investigation of any clues as to what I'm looking at, if there's anything else that might pertain to why this is here. What this,
you know, these,
that kind of stuff.
you can tell that, again, this is probably, give me an investigation roll for you, since you don't have the magic deterrent, so this will tell you what happened to these people.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to use my talisman, so I get a plus 1d3 as well.
Okay.
First this.
Can I help him with that?
Yes, you can.
Give me advantage. Okay, it's good.
Yeah.
Say that you're trying to, you know, look around and send the information, bring any bones, anything like that.
Okay, so the second roll's for my advantage. 14 and add a d4 for my talisman. Plus 2, so 16.
Ooh, you just made it 16 or higher. All right. So this is basically, as you're going through the bones, you can tell that this is probably where they had made their last stand. You know, maybe they had fallen, you know, went under the bridge trying to get away from them. But this appears to be the last stand exactly of those adventurers from all that time ago. There's no indication telling you exactly, because the bones have been there for a while. So you're able to glean, but it looks like some of the has been blunt force death. Like one of them has a crack in the skull. It looks like a hilt of a sword probably had been hit over it from a night haunt. Another has a nick in the rib cage, so you can tell that sword had probably actually gone through that one. The ring itself, you're not able to glean any information because any papers or any material that you'd be able to read has long since disintegrated over the course of the years. But you are able to see that these people, these adventurers, made a valiant stand. Give me a medicine roll too.
Medicine, all right. Medicine. Okay, I can use a talisman. I believe 3 times, so I'm going to use it again. So here's this. Okay, and then I'll add a d4. Oh, looks like I rolled a 1. So probably not.
Real bad.
I rolled as bad as you can get.
Okay.
Can I roll a medicine check as well, since I was helping him?
Sure, you can roll medicine. Go for it. because he explained to you the
I also rolled in that one.
all right, so you're not
Oh, wow, my skills are gonna be crap tonight. I can tell already.
both.
Real
Well, who
bad.
cares? Y'all rolled like you were on like fire. You know, on a freaking battle. I mean, it was crits everywhere. Crit, a 20, 23, 24. Insane, just so high rolls. It's crazy.
It's like I tell young artists, get the bad drawings out of your system.
Yeah.
Make them so. But once they're gone, all that's left is good.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens. Because sometimes, you know, poor Space though. She always seems to be one or the other. Either she's on fire for a session, and it's like yes, and she's smiling, or you're hearing, oh no. it's not either one or the other. There's no
There is
mix
no
in there.
in-between.
Everybody else is kind of mixed,
Burned
but
all the good rolls for the fight.
Yeah.
yes.
All my nat 20s are gone for the night. I can tell.
they're all finished. All right, so you guys aren't able to determine the type of bones that are in there. Like you don't know if they're halflings, humans, dwarves, gnomes. It's just old bones. You can't even tell, you know, but you do know they're humanoid. You're able to tell that. Eric could tell that, or excuse me, Bale could tell that, but you couldn't tell exactly what types of bones they are, anything like that.
Tony,
Yes, or
since you told me information that these were victims of the night haunts, I'm gonna start collecting the bones and ask Sparrow to help me as well, and say the evil is cleansed of this place, and these guys deserve a proper burial.
Yeah, so I'll just hold my hands up, my arms out, and you know, whatever he gives me, I'll carry.
Let's do something fun. Since you decided to do a kind act, let's have fun to see if you get inspiration. Rather than me giving it to you, roll a d20.
Right.
1 through, if you roll
Great thing to do for their ancestors, Vale.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would like to help you. Is that okay?
Please, yes.
All right. I'll help you out a little bit.
Okay. I'm rolling my d20, whatever I need.
All right, so Eric, since you suggested the idea of that, you roll a d20, 15 through 20, and you'll get advantage or inspiration. You get inspiration.
I got a 19. I will take it.
Whew, so you get some inspiration. And I'm sorry I interrupted you there, Jack. I didn't realize you were going. Sorry about that.
All good. All good.
All right, so you've now got inspiration for your bodies.
We can say a quick prayer to Shonda Cool, the Faerunian lesser deity of travel, exploration, and portals.
I'll get out my shovel and I start digging a hole so that they can be interred.
Here we go again.
And before we have the complete burial ritual, I just want to thank you tonight. We have pretty good turnout. There's 15, 16 of us at the moment. One of them is Wolfbeard, if you remember him, Tony, from our OSR game that we play.
Oh.
Right, yeah. And then another one is my buddy Nathan that actually introduced him to D&D, and now he runs a stream called Story Reckless.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. D&D is addictive, man. It's an addiction.
It is. It's so.
And he's going to be playing with us as well once we can kind of get our schedule set up.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to play an Eric's game, man. It's going to be awesome because I don't ever really get to play, other than the games with Stefan and all that. I've never played with Dwarven Forge. I've only ever DM'd with it, which I mean, I love building the stuff, but it would be cool. That's why I look forward to playing an Ares game on a weekly basis, so I can actually enjoy the wonderful terrain from the player side, you know, and always be surprised, like, yay! You know, so that's great. So yeah, thank you for coming, everybody. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah. So we got the bodies. So
I'd like to do a quick burial rite.
All right.
So I'll kneel down upon the mounds that we tried our best to dissect the different bones to what we think might be different bodies. And he bows his head, kneels in front of it. There was great suffering in this place, but the suffering is strength of those such as us who come to avenge them, then to cleanse this place. So the suffering was not in vain. The suffering is what a matter sees as a boon. And for that, Ilmater gives them their blessing, and may they find peace at this time. And that's it.
Bull starts howling. Oh, oh, that's it, boy. That's it, boy. You call to the gods. Send them on the way, boy. Send them
I
on
will
the
give
way.
them the Borderlands farewell and sprinkle wine upon the grave.
Yo. Oh my gosh.
Don't waste that. I'll drink that. That's good
Wait,
stuff.
wasting the wine. I just put my hand on Belle's shoulder, and you did good. I'm sure Ilmater is proud of you.
Yes, Bale, I was certain that we were just going to die like dogs there, but it turns out, you know, especially you, we were more than a match for those undead scum. That doesn't mean that we're going to be anxious to be chasing after another ghost, though. Next time you feel the urge. But
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I
I'm
must
starting to
confess
think
that
none of you have as much confidence in you as I do.
I must confess. Oh, not a lack of confidence in Bale's courage, just the idea that we could take that thing on. And I point at the leader. You know, Mr. Need 18 to hit. Actually, he needed a 20. He needed a fucking pardon my French. You know?
Don't worry, we're an adult stream. we have a parental warning before
Bastard
people
was
come in.
hard to hit, I swear. He was
God,
harder
don't
than
admit it.
Gnomic algebra.
Don't want to admit it. but
Bullshit.
I don't want to admit it, but you did kick ass, Bale.
Yeah, well,
Very impressed, mate. Very impressed.
we may be killers, but you are the unkillable, my friend.
Only because I'm bloody stubborn as hell.
Oh man.
When we set camp, I'd like to speak to you, all of you.
That sounds a bit dark.
Well, I can start whipping up the tiny hut, and we can get a good night's rest before setting out for the city tomorrow. Any opposed?
Nope.
Let's get a watch going.
I
I'll
will
go first if
I will
everyone's happy.
set up a fire and just make some beans.
Maybe
All
we
right.
should go hunting, Sephiroth?
Yeah, get a watch going. I'll go first. I've also got some leftover venison that we can cook up.
Oh, good. I'll put it in with the beans.
I'll leave that in your hands then, Scoop.
No problem. I should let you all know, as far as cooking goes, I'm a complete amateur. But fortunately, I do have some medical knowledge. So, and we have a fully qualified priest here. So if anyone gets poisoned, go to Mako.
We have a saying here in Australia.
Sure.
If we would call you a fitter and turner. You fit it in a pot and turn it to shit.
I'm going to go get some firewood.
I'm just mentioning because I don't see a cooking skill. And I've been playing GURPS for years, so I don't know if D&D has.
What
Yeah.
Just
about
cook's
survival?
utensils.
Yes, utensils. It's a proficiency that you have to have.
So it's
Could
not
you do
survival.
survival as well, maybe?
Yeah, you can use survival. I mean, well, that's up to Tony, but yeah.
All right, my survival modification is 0. Here we go.
You definitely are a fitter and turner then.
Yeah, this is a normal roll, no advantage. God damn.
It's amazing when you put a bit of salt on meat what it can taste like.
Yeah. Now I don't want to hear a word other than good.
Oh, is this like a performance check to make sure we don't hurt Scoop's feelings, huh?
Roll the 17 on the survival check. Nice.
Well, for Sephiroth, this is bloody fine dining. Oh, bloody good.
Good grub, eh?
Cook. Great.
Oh man, Belle, what did you want to talk to us about?
Are we eating about this time now, sitting in the hut?
You have us concerned.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So what's on your mind, Bill?
I know most of you pretty well at this point, and thanks to the somewhat impolite but very useful reading of the minds of our friend Sethroth here, I know he too is a warrior with a good heart. But I'm wondering, what is your motivation for what we're doing here? Each of you, I'd like to know your story. Because there was a bit of a pushback at that bridge.
Well, no,
Just
You
me.
know-
No. We must treasure that moment of awkward silence. It is delicious.
I thought it was me.
No, Luca, could you play something? Something dramatic. I'm just waiting for someone.
Yeah, Luca, play something dramatic. Hey, I've seen you play your instrument before, Luca. Don't pretend you can't. You have talent.
I'm sorry, I meant Mako. Not Luca.
College wait. I'm the
What
bard.
did it die on me? What part did it die?
The best part.
The best part. Did you guys hear the whole thing?
Yes, you were asking what our motivation is, and
Yeah. Okay. So, I'd said first sparrow, but I don't know when you guys when it got cut off.
We didn't hear the first sparrow. It was just hanging in the air for a minute.
Yeah.
go
So
ahead.
Well, you know my motivation. You know, I'm setting, all I want to do is find that bitch, Red Morgan. But you also know that I will follow you into whatever you do. You're my best friend, and I will never, ever, ever want to see you in danger or in harm's way. But I think my motivation at this point is just revenge. I want to kill her. I'm going to kill her. So she's the reason my sister is dead. She's the reason why I don't have my fiance. She's the reason that my family is torn apart. So yeah, that's my motivation. But I also can't say that I'm not loyal to you. You've gotten me out of so much trouble. So much.
you've done much, but you've done much good. You're not just doing it to go along with me. There's something else within you.
I want to see you do what you've set your mind out to do. So whatever way I can help you do that, I will.
Right. It feels quite one-sided, but I have your back, and Red Morgan will become a priority at some point. Scoop.
Regarding the reticence to handling the undead, frankly, they creep the hell out of me, and I'm terrified of them. It's not death that I fear; it's having the life force sucked out of me and being turned into one of them. That's completely unacceptable. And any of you have permission to decapitate my corpse in order to prevent me from turning into an undead? I would do the same for you, without a moment's hesitation. But that's just talk, Scoop. You know that I'd back you up. I mean, sorry, I'm Scoop. You're Bale. Let's just talk, Bale. You know I'd back you up. See, I'm so nervous. I'm talking to myself. As for my motivation, look, I just want to get some fame and fortune so that when I return home after my exile is expired, then I can do so with no shame. I can do so letting my family know that I'm a person of worth. So I can rub it in my bastard brother. No, I can't call him a bastard. He's my brother. That's insulting to my mother. That prick of a brother of mine, and rub his face in it. Which may seem petty, but I've been kicked out of home for low 7 years now, and it's a 10-year exile under pain of death. But until then, I'm just going to be me.
Exiled? Why were you exiled?
Oh, you don't want me to tell you that story, do you?
I kind of do. I'm interested now. What
That was
did
a
you
good time.
do?
On pain of death, that is very serious.
I thought I told you this
Did
one.
you
All right.
squeeze on your brother's wife? Did you? Huh?
No, you don't do that. No. You don't mess with anyone's, you don't rub another man's dolphin. You don't do that.
These I've heard that saying before.
Oh, it's very common where I come from. Make a long story short. No, there's no way to make this story short. I am the 4th born of the Scoops of Bedar. We're a long line of beekeepers, and we're nobility down in Bedar. As the 4th in line, no one really expected me to amount to much. Firstborn brother, he was going to become the war master of the clan. The firstborn sister, who is the firstborn, would become the clan matriarch. She was going to become the clan leader. Number 3, my favorite sister, became a priestess of Bastas. The hedonism goddess, and she's my favorite. And then there was me. So, I did the usual thing. Studied swordsmanship, did some studying of reading, writing, and, just to be a good little noble, but I was a bit out of sorts. Problem was, when I started doing the sword study, my elder brother noticed me because, well, I'm better than him at that, and he was always worried that I was going to become war master. Little did he know, I know completely no interest in that. We got invited to a gala at another clan's house, and they are the most powerful clan in Bedar. Whereupon we were introduced to what was called the Pearl, sort of like the firstborn daughter of the house. And she was called that because supposedly she was very beautiful. Thing is, she had a bodyguard, and that was the one who caught my interest. Her companion, this magnificent half-orc woman, she was just gorgeous. And anyhow, we ended up, how shall I put it? I grabbed a bottle of very strong liqueur, another jar of scoop magic honey, mixed the two together, shared a glass with the bodyguard, and then we snuck away. I did mention that it's on the shores of a sea, but the Pearl came along too because she was curious, and one thing led to another, and the 3 of us ended up in a rowboat floating off the shoreline. Now, no one would be the wiser. We were very discreet, but you see, they had a fireworks show, and they were all gathered on the balcony. Everyone was there. My parents, her parents, and all the noble houses of Bedar. And they fired off the fireworks, and we barely noticed them, but they sure noticed us. My parents managed to, the guards came to get the boat, and my parents and my brother managed to get me out of there and drag me off before I could be captured and executed. Needless to say, this particular noble house demanded reparations. In other words, my head in a sack. And instead, my parents paid a massive indemnity with the addition that I was to be exiled for 10 years.
I think we have to find a master illustrator.
Yes! Oh my God!
Paint a picture of that.
Be more than one full moon, that's for sure.
It was quite beautiful that night. It was a full moon, plus the fireworks.
Oh, I got that.
But
No.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
Anyhow, I was exiled, and a terrible fate for a scion of the House of Scoop, given a mere 2pence, a mere 25 gold pieces, a horse, and my sister gave me a magic sword. So there I was, virtually penniless, cast out. And I traveled north as far as I could go. Eventually the money ran out, but I found that even the horse died. But I found that my skills as a swordsman were in demand, and I worked as a caravan guard for a while and a mercenary, and then adventuring. And I thought, oh, this would be a good thing to do. You get some fame and fortune as an adventurer. And there you have it.
So you met us.
So Duncan was found dunking. Nonetheless, and I want to make things clear to all of you, my friends. I'm just seeking to understand you because we are counting on each other for life and death, and almost a daily basis. Mako?
Well, I'm actually rather simple. Amongst my people, the most important thing we have is family. I don't know if I've told you all already, but I'm a part of a rather large hidden family out of Chicentra, traveling merchants and entertainers. Mostly we've kept around the Chicentra area. We have a, sort of almost a hereditary ring route that we run around the country, visiting with the various warring households and city states and things like that. Plying our trade, not particularly a threat to anyone, so a friend to all. And it's but my parents recently decided to retire and to take their lives to more quiet livings in the hillside. And my older brother has taken over the reins. And Armand's a bit more ambitious, I guess you could say, than my parents were. And he wants to expand out. So I volunteered to be a bit of a trailblazer, to go forward, try and scout out some more lucrative trade routes into new lands, and send letters back with hints about, possible lucrative trade opportunities, potential sites of hostility to avoid. You've probably seen me send these letters off. But yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Very noble.
Luca? There's a mystery about you. You've made that clear. But we only know that there is a mystery. Are you comfortable yet? You're with friends.
I don't think I'll be comfortable with this mystery myself, ever. So.
And what can you tell us about why you do this? Why you travel? Why you slay?
Because, as Sparrow knows, bad things have happened to me, and I've done horrible things as a result. This is all just some pitiful attempt to prove to myself that I can still be a good person.
Well, I think it's quite clear that you are.
I don't always believe that myself.
I think you're pretty awesome.
Sethreth, the newest in our group.
Not much to tell about me, to be honest. Don't remember my past before I was 6. I was found by a human, a great man, Tom Black. He was the leader of the Black Axis. That's the banner I carry. Memory. They were a mercenary group of barbarians. We were hired to basically clear out problems on the borderlands. And yeah, he found me when I was 6. He doesn't even know where I come from. He found me in the wild. Took me on, trained me all about weapons, armor, how to fight, survive, survival techniques. Taught me how to command hounds. We used to have a good 8 to 10 hounds always were at our side as we went into combat. We used them to track, hunt, and fight. And I travelled pretty much the whole wild steppe with him. Being honest with you, I'm only still quite young. I'm only 17. But I've been fighting amongst the men since I was good 12 or 13, I guess.
You're kidding. You're 17 years old.
Yeah.
You are absolutely massive, sir, for being so young.
It might be still growing. That's a concerning thought.
Yeah, well,
I think he won't be able to fit through doors
sadly, they're no more. About 2 years ago, we got hired by a couple local barbarian chieftains were getting harassed by a large orc army. Well, at the time, we only thought it was a small band. And they're called the Scorpion Clan. And so we were hired to go and get them because they were basically pillaging all the local villages and stealing anyone they could as slaves. So we went after them, and we were only told it was meant to be only a small raiding party, and unbeknownst to us, it was actually the forward, it was a large army on the way in to invade, and it was just their parties were going out to get food, really, and they weren't actually hostages for slavery, they were eating them. And we found one of these raiding parties, and we thought it was just a small raiding party, and we'd do what we did best, and that was crush them. And the next minute, over the rise, a whole army came on us and surrounded us. And we fought to the last, and the last was me. Everyone died, my brothers. And to me, he was my father. And they saw my lineage, and they let me live. And they called me Zoa Drok. I did not know what it meant, but apparently in the Orc, it means black demon. They let me live because they believed I was some fairy tale ancient Orc line that should be respected and feared. They let me take my father's axe, his banner, and here I am now, 2 years later. If you want to call it a quest, is to find out who I really am and who my lineage really is. I cannot find any history that explains of an ancient Orc race or being of different kind. I know my lineage is Orcish of kind, but I hate them. I hate them for what they did. I have no time for them. So other than that, I have no real goals. I'm just a warrior. I've been made into one, and I'm proud to be one. And I'll fight until I die. Nothing more, nothing less.
So your greatest tragedy was also your most noble moment.
They're the only family I've ever had. And the only ones that ever treated me like family, not fear. Look at me.
Luca will
Something
reach over and
scary.
just sort of pat him on the shoulder. It's a nice
I'm
hearty
a
pat.
nightmare. It's on the outside. But that's not who I am. I'm not one of these orcs that just kill for the fun of it and eat the flesh of the living. I'm not some wild creature. And I will not bow or go change who I am for that. I'm a proud warrior. And that is that. He gets up, walks away.
As he does this, I'm looking directly at Luca, and I just like take out one of my rapiers, and I point it at Luca, and I say, "I'm gonna make that bitch pay," and that's it.
I have no problem with you wanting to take revenge on those who have wronged you. Just don't bring innocence into it.
I would never bring innocence into it. But her, oh, she's gonna wish she never fucked with me. And then I'm just like gonna store my rapier back, and I'm just gonna like go to bed.
Thank you, all of you, for your stories.
All right. Is everyone going to sleep now? Or?
Oh, by the way,
Oh, okay.
her name was Tufitri, the half orc. I tried writing her afterwards, but there was no response to my letters. My sister told me she just disappeared.
I'd actually like to pull Bale aside to talk more in private.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to step outside of the hut then, probably.
Maybe we can get back in.
Of course, yeah.
It's not a large hut.
Of course.
Kind of cramped in here.
Well, so you're talking to. All right. So Luca got something to say specifically to Bale. All right.
Yes, my friend.
Well, I don't know how the others would react. I know you've struggled with similar inclinations as what I've been met with.
You wish to share more?
I do, but I don't know if the others would understand.
You might be surprised, but if this is a safe place for you to speak your mind, then please.
The only ones I could see understanding are you and Sethreth after hearing his story. But
I offer a cigar.
no, thank you. I've had enough things put in my body. After I was taken by the Antarim, I was made to spy for them. My performing troupe was keeping eyes on nobles, telling of their goings about, and occasionally performing more dastardly actions. We were caught. Many of my friends, I don't know where they are now. I, in particular, was captured and given to an insane wizard for an experiment of some kind. Scarcely describe it. But I lost myself then. I don't know for how long, but eventually I was able to find my way back to humanity. And
What did they do to you?
it's, you know, I'm not well versed in magic. It's slightly easier to show than tell. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna rage and use the form of the beast thing to show Bale just like Luca's arm twists and deforms into a long tendril of sinew and spiked bone.
They did this to you?
And much else.
I do feel like this is only a taste of it.
It's comes with certain urges that I try to suppress as much as I can. Part of why you never see me get angry in a fight.
I don't think
I
I
always try
have.
to keep it in check.
You are no monster. But I can see how this could affect you in so many ways.
It's far from physical.
Like I said, I only regained my humanity not long before meeting you. I remember what I did before then. But
Well, I appreciate you sharing this with me. Is there something I can do to help you?
just stay on the right path with me.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that even Sparrow doesn't know. I think it's only fair. So you know that many tieflings come from a bloodline somehow connected to demons or devils. Mine is a direct bloodline, a witch and a devil. And in my teens, this devil reclaimed me, brought me down to work for him. I was a hunter of enemies, those who disobeyed, those who opposed. But it didn't end there. I was also his interrogator. I was his torturer. Screams I've heard, I still hear every night when I sleep. But the worst part of all this, I enjoyed it. Not because I wanted to, but because of that damn devil's blood that runs within me. I still enjoy it. You see, Luke, I'm a bad person. And I sought Ilmater because I knew that I could act differently than I am. See, it's not redemption for what I did. It's redemption for who I am. When I tore apart that bandit leader back in the city, it was not the whip. That was me. But I couldn't share it with everyone. I too try and hold myself in check, and I think I can. But it's been made clear to me by the priests that allowed me to fight as a paladin for the order, specifically a hunter of evil, because they said that my soul is lost. I will suffer when I die, and I deserve it. But on my way there, I'm going to do good. I'm going to defy the blood that runs within me. So, yeah, that's my story.
I know you may not be the type, but I really want to hug you right now.
I don't blame you. But like I said, who I am and what I do, that is going to be two different.
I understand what you mean.
Okay, I'll head back to the. Actually, I'll step away for a little bit and smoke my cigar, and then
Okay.
I'll come back to the group later.
All right. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break here as well before we end? So everybody, if anybody wants to head off just for like 5 minutes, we'll be right back. Just like 5 minutes, people.
In the meantime, since there's a fair amount of you guys out there, I'm interested in the chat. If you are.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet, buddy. Anybody who is in front of their computer, not just listening in the background, type in what year you started playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm interested. Because I assume that most all of you have. And if it's quiet in there, then we can quiz some of the folks that aren't on their bio break. '15. Oh, Exile. Hey, I know Exile. Exile's a longtime viewer. Also happens to be someone I just admitted that I'm a horrible person to. So, Lucas, since you're the first one to answer, 2015, that would be, was that right before 5th edition came out, or did 5th edition come out that year?
I don't know exactly when 5th edition came out. I technically started on Pathfinder.
Somebody typed in 1985, but my red glasses won't allow me to who's that? The color. Do you see that, Exile?
Jack.
Oh, Jack. All right.
It's me.
Well, let's start with, and I got, oh, and that's Chris, 1983. Oh, I've been playing longer than Chris. Okay, I guess let's continue with you, Luca, until they get back real quick. So you played Pathfinder for how long, and then when did you switch to D&D?
I played Pathfinder for 2 years before switching to D&D in 2017 when I graduated high school and got into college.
Nice, okay. And do you still play Pathfinder?
I do.
Nice.
I haven't tried much of the 2nd edition stuff, but I still play 1st edition Pathfinder.
Nice. It's funny that it's like anything. It's like your first game is very something that becomes ingrained in you, right? That you tend to have a nostalgia and want to go back to it. It's familiar, you know what's good about it, right? As a player.
It has the flexibility and like all the little variants and everything you can plug on to customize your mechanics that made 3.5 fun.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's all been refined and smoothed over.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because 3.5 is a bit clunky. I mean, it's not as clunky as like, 1st edition, which I'll admit definitely was, which is still my favorite. But yeah, whenever they smooth those over, it's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, they have like the hybrid classes and everything. I remember the first character I actually played was a Goblin Blood Rager, which is a terrible race class combination, but it was very fun to play a goblin that just spewed acid at people.
That's great. I noticed that acid is a theme with some of your characters here.
Yeah. Yeah. Chemistry's fun.
Although I will say that I love the antithesis of the perfect build. It's fun. And I don't mean like make him absolute garbage, but I have Cutter, right? Like he's a 14 strength wood elf barbarian, right? It's just not ideal in a lot of ways, but they're fun because also too, how many big buff barbarian dudes are you going to see? Many, right? And so it's fun to have something a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I guess we have a fair amount of people hanging out, but I guess not. People do listen to us in the background while they're doing other stuff.
Hey, I'm back
Looks
too.
like Chris started in 1983.
Go ahead.
I heard y'all talking. I started D&D probably about 86, 87, but my first game was actually 1E game because I remember the Dungeon Master guide had like the door opening with the DM's guide in the front, like my friend had it, right? But then not too long after that, like when I got to really start playing again, 2nd edition had come out. And that's what I really fell in love with, man. I really liked 2E because it just expanded on a few things. And I just enjoy the challenge of 2E still. And I don't know, I really like it. It has out of all the editions that have ever been created for Dungeons & Dragons, 2nd editions has more supplemented material. And although a lot of people think that stuff is like not great, once you really dig into 2nd edition, man, that stuff becomes useful. I mean, you look at the Encyclopedia Magica, all 4 volumes of that. Man, dude, that thing is awesome. Then you got the Book of Villains, the Book of Elves. You've got so many just on and on and on and on. So many modules from that era, like more modules than any other edition. I mean, to me, 2E was just awesome. I love any edition in a way. I'll play anything that has a good group of people that I have fun with. Ultimately, the edition doesn't mean anything. It comes down to who you're playing with. And if you're playing with a bunch of people, then you can have a great time just with a pencil, some dice, and a grid sheet. You know,
Yeah.
you don't, I mean, it's
I
great.
actually want to ask, what was the first character y'all played?
Oh, for me, a ranger.
Yeah.
Ranger.
I was probably a fighter. First time I played, I was 10, and it was 1977. And it was one of my friends who's a super nerd, and thank God he was, because he introduced me to the game. And he had just a handful of figures. He had some orcs and some whatever the adventure types were, and he would just put them on the carpet. And he's like, "Okay, here's your fighter. Roll to hit." And I rolled dice. He goes, "Oh, you hit. Okay, roll this." And I rolled other dice. He said, "Oh, you killed it," and you knocked it over. And I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" Right? Just that moment, right? So, I probably was a fighter. It was the first time.
Yeah, I would have been a fighter my first time playing. It was my older brother. He's about 7 years older. He got me into it, and
That's
we
awesome.
played a lot of second edition, and I love second edition.
Woo, woo, woo. It's 2E, baby.
Does he still play?
Sadly, we've drifted apart, so
Oh.
I would assume so. The last I heard, he was playing with a group online and also playing Pathfinder online.
Yeah, I want to start up a 2E group. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Looks like
But are we all back?
We're all back. Yeah. So I guess
it looks like our resident bard started playing in 2000s.
Oh, Mako. Yeah, Mako's been playing for 22 years then. Yeah, we all been playing for a while.
Diablo 2 Collector's Edition, second edition supplement. That was came with the collector. It came with like dice.
I played. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's it?
Mine was Ice. I don't know if you guys remember ICE
Yes.
and something of the Overlord. I think it was called Citadel of the Overlord, and that was that was 1983.
Who is? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Who's Antiquatus? That's not one of us. That's a viewer, right?
He actually, that's the guy that won the custom painted Dwarven Forge by Amy. And Eric, check your text, Eric, by the way. Check your text.
Congrats.
But yeah, he won that. And you know what I found out? I was talking to him. He's a cool dude. I didn't have a long conversation, but it's his first. We like texted on Twitch, and I found out that that's his first set of Dwarven Forge.
Oh wow!
So I have started him on a path to probably financial ruin. So
well,
congratulations.
Either that, or he's just going to run a cavern adventure over and over and over again with his friends.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
called the Underdark.
But yeah,
Kevin.
I actually told him that the next thing he should buy, like he probably more cavern stuff is probably which way he'll go. But after that, I was thinking probably Dungeons Classic Core, man, because it's so versatile. Can't go wrong with that. So that was my suggestion. After
Also
that.
this game room.
And
I do. Go ahead, please.
I was saying that reminds me, we're going to start. I think in February, Eric, we were talking about this. So I'll go ahead and announce it. We're going to be starting to do giveaways, a gift certificate to Dwarven Forge every
weekend.
Yep, every weekend. So every week that you watch, as long as it'll be random times during the show, but it'll be $100 gift certificate to Dwarven Forge. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Space, you only started playing D&D in 2019.
Can
I do that?
Yeah, I've only been playing for like a year. I started in 2019. I guess it'll be almost 2 years now.
You started right before the pandemic.
Right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
That must have been interesting.
Not really, because I'm a homebody anyway. So I didn't, it was fun though. I did have fun. I remember my first characters too. Funny enough, I was a half elf swashbuckler, and then I got attacked by a pack of wolves, and I was like, you know what? I want to change my class. I want to be. I think I switched to a scout. For the rogue class. So yeah, I went from like stabbing things to like in the background because I was like, I don't want to die. But yeah,
Played a paladin for the ice game, but I remember for when I started playing really regularly was around 84, and my first character was a high elf fighter magic user.
My first epic character was created in second edition, and it was Sir Canador II, and he was a cavalier. I think I got him.
That was a strong class back then. Oh my god, that was a very strong class.
Is that the
Get me on a horse.
one?
Get me on a horse and watch out, man. It was brutal. It was fun.
Yeah. We should probably keep going now. But
Yeah, I was just thinking, probably need to start. So yeah, y'all are at night resting here. What do y'all want to do, with this rest here? What are you doing?
oh, I guess we'll keep watching, then fast track to the next day so we can go to dinner, right?
Like I'll take the first watch and then take turns, I guess. And if nothing happens, then go straight to next day. Up to you, Dan.
So the weather is basically what the weather is for me here. That's how I'm gonna start doing the weather for y'all. It is cold as shit. It is literally 2 degrees above zero, so it is very cold. When you breathe, there is mist coming out of your mouth. There's no snow. It's actually one of those clear, cold nights. It makes it almost even worse. It's like that bitter, bitter cold that just seems to seep in everywhere. And, the old leaves are rustling, but, nothing really happens. You should be hearing sounds of night on the stream. Let me make sure I put the nighttime sounds up. But yeah, you don't see anything. There's no type of crazy danger that happens. I'll go ahead and speed it along because I've already done the random checks and everything. So there's going to be nothing exciting happens this night on all the watches. The night pretty much goes undisturbed, no crazy attacks or anything, and no weird person or thing comes and tries to talk to you. Just a nice cold night of damn Jersey cold weather.
I'm going to pull out a skin of pistachio rum and pour myself a glass and kind of sit back and nod off.
Is Bell back by now, or?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I would like, if he's laying down, then I would like move over to him and like lay closer to him so I can, be warm.
Oh,
I'll wrap my arm around her.
Oh.
All right, so you are resting. Like I said, nothing occurs this night. I pre-rolled a random, so nothing ever happened this night. You're good to go. You also didn't have any non-combat encounters either, so nothing seems to occur. You just have a nice freezing cold night. Each one of y'all's feet are cold the whole night, but you are able to sleep. It's just really cold. So now it is morning.
I get ready for my inspirational speech of the day from Mako.
Oh, okay.
Give me like another 10 minutes. I'm still sleeping.
10 minutes? Damn it.
I'll be out at the campfire. I've got my cooking pot out, and I'm
your turn to cook.
Kettle on, getting some coffee going, and we've got oatmeal porridge, as we like to call it, going on the stove. And old Bull, the dog's next to me. He's pretty comfortable sitting next to the fire, getting warm.
I like when Sparrow wakes up, when I wake up, I like go outside and I smell the coffee and I'm just like to Sephra, where have you been all my life? And I like take a cup and I just sit down and I'm just like, I'm not friendly in the morning unless I have like at least 2 cups of coffee. So.
Oh, good. How you going, little bird?
Yeah.
Get any sleep, little bird?
Yeah, the bell is very warm,
Go Cozy.
So, you guys ready for the inspirational speech of the day?
No.
No?
Let me have at least another cup.
Oh, come on.
Understandable.
Why such a bunch of sad socks? We had a glorious evening. Everyone shared. Mako, cheer up and just give us the speech. And you just sip your coffee. Here, I have some rope for you. Look.
I don't want your rope.
This rope.
If it's not metal, I don't want it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
a rope gives you rope burns. I don't like rope burns.
not this rope. I've rubbed it down with beeswax.
Oh, God.
So, lady and gentlemen, we've come together as an adventuring party. Last night we shared with each other what our motivations are, what our aspirations are, and I know we can accomplish everything we set our sights on, because we are a team. We share vision, we share motivation, we share values, and we have each other's backs. We are committed to excellence. We're going to go to that town, we're going to buy me a wig, and then we're going to kill that lady that Sparrow wants killed. I don't know. I was only half paying attention, but it's going to happen, and we will be victorious. In these times of great change, there is nothing we can't accomplish. We will move the heavens and the earth because we can and we will. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Amen.
Very temporary hit points, the dirty bastards.
I feel
How
even
much?
more.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
How many hit
How many
points?
hit points?
Oh, geez. Was it 11?
Yeah, 9, right?
No, it was 11, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
Pretty sure it was 11 last time.
Based on his level, but his level went up. Right?
Let's see. Hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. So we're like 6 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9 temporary hit points.
Thank you, sir.
Wait.
I feel even more motivated to avenge my friend Sparrow, but for some reason I feel primarily motivated to get you a new wig.
Funny how that happens.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
was
strangely
better than
I did too. Yeah, we have been putting that off for quite a while, haven't we?
Was that a giant phone in the middle of the forest?
Hey, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Right after breakfast, we're all agreed we're going to go to the nearest town and we're going to find a wig maker for our little friend.
Let's not skip past the breakfast so fast. You rolled in that one. So how is this porridge?
Here's me on fire.
It is right there. It's burning.
Hold on. I do have medicine. Oh, I'm not very good.
I'm salvaged it a little bit. It's a bit burnt, guys. Sorry. What's this?
What did you roll for your medicine? Hold on.
I rolled a
What's
19 for my medicine.
What's this talk about a wig?
Oh yes, you didn't know Mako before. Mako had this very, very luscious hair. Very luscious.
What happened to it?
The spell
Ooh.
plague. All those spells going awry. One of them struck him and, oh, wait a minute. Or did you shave it on purpose, Mako? Was it to impress that young halfling woman?
No, it was the wild magic.
Oh, was
All
it?
of my body hair. All of my body hair.
Although we can only see the stuff from the neck up.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
A third time for emphasis. All,
I don't need to see a naked
all my
child.
body hair.
I must itch like
Up
mad.
in their hairs. All of it.
No? Around the plumbing? Ugh, that's awful.
I had to wash my clothes afterwards. It was terrible.
Desperate looks at you funny. Do you get chafed a lot now? Rubbed a bit raw, got nothing there to.
No, I mean, I'm a bard. I know nice clothing when I buy it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The stubble only lasts for a little while.
Oh, I mean, it has been about a week. So I mean, I'm getting a bit of scruff back.
Oh, that's good to know. It was very disturbing without the eyebrows, though. I'm very happy to see those coming back.
It was. Sometimes I just caught myself staring at him, and I'm just like, wow, that's weird.
I can
I get
I
that a
can
lot.
handle someone with no facial hair and no hair on their head, but without the eyebrows,
It's like creepy.
that's really creepy.
I always look surprised.
So let me get this right. You're not a child?
Okay, listen here, Doubling. I'm what they call the hen, or the fair punk, and you just happen to have the misfortune of having been born twice as tall as a normal person would be born. I don't hold that against any of you, and I don't judge you harshly accordingly. And I understand that it can be difficult living with a disability like that. And I'm an ally. I'm here to support you.
I pick him up
You
by
know,
the
it's-
cloak and hold him up next to me. Are you
Yeah.
teasing me, little man?
It's funny coming from the 17-year-old, you know. You're
I'll
basically
plonk
a
you up on
child.
my shoulder. Ah, you're funny. You can hang around a bit longer.
You smell better than I thought you would.
Elderberries.
Nice. It's pleasant. Sparrow, come over here. He smells nice.
Yeah, I just like walk up and oh, actually you really do.
What is this smell?
It's called
What
funk.
is
It's good.
Old
I
funk.
like it. I could bottle this and sell this.
yeah. I'm sure all the men would go out for it. All of them.
Yes, you can even name it if you want. You know, Ooh, the half orc.
Oh, Duncan, you might like the old funk smell.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I think Arabella waits, friends.
Is that her name? Oh, sorry, the town. Right, got it.
Yo.
All right.
Sorry.
Shall we skip a bit and get ourselves packed and on our way, or?
Yeah, because I think we done gave up on breakfast. Just burnt the shit.
Yeah.
I see what you mean now. About what did you call it?
Fitter and Turner.
Yes, I
It's a
see.
However,
profession.
I made my medicine roll, so I was able to warn everyone not to eat that shit. We do have iron rations and wine and water. So for me, it'll be my breakfast will be a wonderful cup of wine.
Yeah, can I get
You
some of
like-
that too?
Sure.
Would you like
Liquid courage for
Bull and I to go
breakfast.
Would you like Bull and I to jump out front and scout as we head on our way?
If
I'm
you
talking
like.
to Bale.
We could probably stay together.
Yeah, I don't think anything is gonna sneak up on us.
We don't mind being a little bit in front.
More
Which
to the
direction do we
point.
have to go? Where is this town anyway?
More to the point, there is no chance in hell that we'll be able to sneak up on anyone because I don't know how to do it. Woohoo!
Hey guys, quick DM note here just to let you know. You're about 3.1 days from Arabelle after your initial travel, because remember you started out kind of right there at the Hulak Forest, a little bit north west of it, but you're on the road, so you're able to get pretty far each day. So yeah, about 3.1 days at full travel. Then of course you can only travel about 10 hours per day before you fatigue and begin to show signs of exhaustion.
Oh, we're in no particular hurry.
Nope.
It'll be a nice, pleasant journey.
Hopefully it won't
Are you
be-
gonna be talking the whole time?
Not the whole time.
Not. Jesus, can I walk up there with you, Sephra?
Well, of course.
Yeah, I'm up front with Sephra because I don't want to hear any stories. I tip my, nod my head at fuck, what's your name? Scoop. Thank him for the wine, and I'm just like walking away.
Oh, anytime. I always try to buy the most expensive wine in the town.
And I thank you for that.
Yeah,
I'd like to
you only
join
live
Sephrith
once.
and Sparrow up front.
We're off. We're scouting ahead. I just did an advantage roll. 23 from a survival check. We're off.
As we travel, I'll be playing some lively marching music. Actually, it'll be what's it, counter charm? I'll just maintain a counter charm.
The weather for the day, just to let you know, is once again cold. There was an early morning frost as y'all begin to travel. You can still see, your breath in front of your face. Luckily, from the last game, y'all have winter kind of, I believe, clothing now, so you're not going to suffer the effects of extreme cold weather, anything like that. But it's not particularly comfortable. The first few hours, because you travel again 10 hours per day, the first 3 hours go by. Nothing really happens. You're just traveling down the road, as you can see right there on the stream. Following that. You don't have any interactions. A few people pass by, but they don't show any interest. They quietly just walk to themselves.
Okay, we keep going.
So you said we encounter people as we walk along?
Well, no, you didn't even encounter anybody of importance. It was just people who just walked by. It didn't try to talk to you or anything like that. They just walked right on by.
I'll try and talk to them. Hey, where are you coming from? Where are you going?
They don't even pay attention to you. They just keep on walking. In other words, there was no random encounter for that first 3 hours of travel, if you want to put it in game terms.
If Sparrow and I, when it gets close to dusk, find a good campsite, we'll start looking for a good campsite every evening as we go.
Yeah. I just turn well, I won't turn around while we're walking. I'll just look at Sephiroth and hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I asked this before, but how do you feel about stealing and stuff like that? Do you think it's okay to do it if you had to, or what if you just thought it was fun?
Well, if anyone in our clan steals, get caught, it's banishment or death. Look, times in your life in combat, or whatever it is you got to do to survive, you do it, right?
Right.
That's just survival. But are you asking me if you stole from me how I'd react, or are you asking if?
Well, I'm not going to steal from you. I don't steal from my friends, of course. I was just asking if you saw me just so happened to pickpocket someone, would you be mad?
I wouldn't be happy unless it's someone that was trying to kill us. Then I don't give a shit.
Okay.
And if you're going to do the other, don't let me see.
Well, don't worry. I'm very, very good at hiding. Sometimes.
I suppose you a couple times.
A couple times. You were new. I was testing the waters, okay? That was a practice run.
You're being kind, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Announcing yourself.
I had to make sure, I wanted to see if you were as perceptive as I, thought you were.
Always.
Well, I think you'll fit right in. You don't have to worry about anybody not accepting you in this group. Trust me. I've seen a lot worse.
A lot worse. I'm that bad, am I?
No, you're like really, I don't know how to explain it, but you're like a really cool person. Like when I first met Bill, he was a lot worse than he is today, and he's atoned for a lot of things. And most people don't see that. They look at the horns and they look at the blue skin and the tail, and they think, oh, he's a monster, he's a demon, he's this, he's that. But it's really about what's on the inside, right?
Maybe he and I are more similar than I thought.
You are. Just talk to him. He's very easy to talk to.
It's easy to judge.
It is.
Anywho, let's keep a lookout in front of us here. I don't trust these places.
Yeah, you're fitting right. You're fitting well. And then like we'll just keep walking, and every once in a while I'll just look back to make sure the rest of the group is keeping pace with us.
All right. So for the second part of your journey, the next 3 hours, again, this time you don't even have anybody walking by. It's pretty much midday now. The assumption is that maybe those people were just beginning on their way to their field jobs and everything else. But this time there's nobody really on the road where you're on now. So you don't see any passersby these next 3 hours that go by. Anything y'all want to do, or you just want me to jump on, or?
Keep on keeping on.
Okay. Once again, no non-randoms or combat. Same with this next 3 point. We'll just say 4 hours to the final one. There is nothing that really happens. You just journey. There are a few, once again, people that walk by, but they don't initiate any type of interest to you or try to talk to you in any way. They just look like peasants and things like that are, on their way to their daily routines and things of that nature. So,
Tony,
yes.
Could I toss one a silver piece and say, hey, where you're headed from?
Where am I headed? You want to know where they're headed from?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, the silver piece, obviously, the person, they looks at it, it's a peasant type person. They pick it up and he says, I bet. Nods, and keeps walking.
Anything interesting happened in Arabelle in the past couple of days, sir?
That's the wild magic. Cost you more silver if you want to know more. Want a gold piece now? He puts his hand out.
Yeah, why not? I'm feeling generous. Here you go, buddy.
Well, not only that, a bunch of adventurers headed off to Old Castle Crag. Never came back. Puts his hand out again.
I'll look around to my companions. Huh? Anybody else curious?
Hey. He's talking to you then.
Close
his head.
Oi, I'll give you a silver.
Takes the silver. Well, I guess I do have one more piece of advice. Stick to the roads. Stay off the moors.
Stay off the moors. Why?
Bad things been happening around the moors. People disappearing. Anyway, got to go. Bye-bye.
Oh, don't leave us hanging like that. Bad things happen around the moors. People disappearing.
People disappearing. Be careful. Be careful where you rest. I got to go. Don't like talking to strange folk. You don't, and besides, you look like unsavory types.
Wait a moment.
Joking.
Wait a moment, I say to him.
All right. Y'all really want to talk to this peasant. All right, yeah.
So you know something about these Moors?
Not really. All I've said enough. Don't really say no more. Like I said, a few people have disappeared. Don't know much else about that. I try to stay out of my business, my own way.
Time to bail. Do your mind trick.
Which is exactly what I was going to do. And I will detect thoughts to confirm that that's all he knows.
What he basically that is, yeah, he just knows people have disappeared. There's a general warning that was told to him that he had heard from someone else. You get that. But that's it. Just stay off the moors. People have disappeared. Possibly dangerous.
Okay. All right. I turn to Mako and I say, we can ask more at Arabelle.
Okay. Does anybody know more about these moors? I'm unfamiliar with the geography.
I can't believe none of y'all. Moor is like a hill. it's like hills and stuff, Basically, just hills, grasslands, things like that. He was just making
a specific set of hills around Arabelle, right?
No, well, he was just making a general statement of just
Okay.
The area, the wooded area, is kind of they've been hearing dangerous things about the general area. So,
okay, maybe there's a witch in the woods.
ooh. You did hear that rumor about Spider Haunt. Remember, Spider Haunt which is to the north, way to the north above Tilverton, that has rumors that a lady has been seen, flying in a cauldron, if that could be believed.
Do I know of Baba Yaga? Or is she a legend around here? Is she like a real legend?
I guess you'd have to go ask somebody. I don't know.
Well, no, I
The
mean,
Yaga flies in a mortar and pestle.
yeah. Which could be like a cauldron. Anyhow, I was just asking in case we'd heard it. Actually, I just looked at Mako and said, have you heard of a witch like that? Flying around
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
Who wants to roll the history?
Do I acknowledge a thing anymore? I think like it should be.
Bardic lore? I don't think it is.
Dang it.
Once you get to a certain level, you should be getting something like you add all your level proficiencies to everything.
Oh, shoot. I have a history. I have +4 in history as well. Here,
Jack of all trades, you had half your proficiency.
There you go. Half.
What did you roll for your history check?
That's a 6.
I rolled 13 for mine.
All y'all know is that you've heard some vague name of Baba Yaga, but you don't know anything about Baba Yaga other than just a vague name or something. Could be the name of a place. Could be the name of a magic spell. You don't know. What the Baba Yaga?
I'm actually feeling up for like a witch hunt. That sounds fun. You ever just wake up and you're like, I want to hunt a witch today?
Well, if y'all want to travel, like I said, there's rumors of a lady that's by Spider Haunt, but that would take you a few weeks to get there, which means in our session time, you'd be there about two months.
2023.
We owe it to Sparrow to look into her trouble before we go.
It's really cool playing an open sandbox, but when you play with real travel time per the rules, you realize how far a distance is just between the towns. It's like, whoa. All right.
It's a time like that. Just got to save up money and invest in a flying ship.
Yeah. So maybe. So now, y'all, it's now nighttime. It's gotten even colder. It's approaching dusk. It's so cold that the grass itself is crunching underneath your feet. And the stones of the road or the dirt road. They don't have dirt roads at Dwarven Forge yet. To get on that Dwarven Forge, damn it, been asking for years. But the dirt itself is actually hardened, with the cold. It is like a bitter cold once again. But y'all have traveled your 10 hours now. Do you want to push on and face exhaustion? Or do you want to rest?
Let's just throw up a tiny hut.
Okay.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier on, every time it starts to get near dusk, both Sparrow and I will be concentrating on finding a really good location to have the hut put up.
Well, you've gotten near Arabelle a little bit closer. As you go ahead, Mako, and as you throw up your hut, but it seems to be like winking in and out. Go ahead and roll a 1d20 for me.
We're back to this.
Sorry. Again. Oh no.
I looked to Sephiroth and I said, "This is how he got bald."
2.
Watch.
I step away from him.
All right. A giant hole opens up beneath you, Mako, instantaneously. Okay, and you fall 10 feet into the hole. Just boom. Go ahead and roll a dex to see if let's see, you might not fall. I'm sorry. You get a dex chance to go. Roll an acrobatics for me. Roll acrobatics. You need to score 15 or above, which you'll do because you're a bard, so you probably will make this. Oh my God. You crit failed. You crit failed. All right, so you fall straight.
Next to him?
Oh God!
You fall.
Next to him?
What'd you say?
Reach out and grab him?
I'm so. What?
Hey.
Anyone next to him that could have reached out to grab him as he fell?
I natural one out of.
I would say no because it happens so quick. It's an instantaneous, like wink, faster than the wink of an eye, and he's already falling.
So I'll kick some dirt into the hole and read him his last rites.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's messed up.
Oh,
I like
Luca immediately pulls off his pack and starts getting out the rope again.
Very funny.
That's
I say out loud so that Mako can hear me. I see
All
you're
right,
still
and
having problems.
now, as you're doing this, remember it's become nighttime now, and you hear. That might not have been picked up by my mic because it was too damn loud, but it was.
Oh shit.
Never mind. Leave me down here. I'm good.
be down there. Suppose they
All right.
come down there to come get you.
Everybody, roll me a perception at this point.
Fucking wolves, man.
All right, so Exile definitely
well.
scored. All right, so
Can't see anything in the pit.
Perception.
yep. Exile, you begin to hear who got the highest perception? Exile, right?
Jack.
Oh no, Exile
Jack.
did. No, Jack got 17. Exile got 21.
don't I get advantage with the dog?
Oh yeah, okay, yes, I forgot. You got to remind me those little things like that, man. So then yeah, you get the perception because of the dog. That was like a fair little thing. But you have to roll to see if you get that perception. Remember, you had to roll per day. So let's do your animal handling roll. You got to get a 16 or above animal handling. If you get that, then yes, you get your bonus for the day. Oh! Woo! All right, so Jack scored 17 for Sethreth out there, guys, watching. 17, just made it. So yes, you get the 24. So you, your dog, and you can. And through the mist, this is something, you think it's a wolf, but right through the mist, you actually see coming through, because again, the moon is full. You've got the cold, and it's coming up from the ground itself. And you see this right coming through. These two large, just creatures that looks like they have the mouth of a wolf, but it's strange. It doesn't look exactly like a wolf, and it's walking on like two legs, whereas a wolf would walk on four. Everybody give me a... I wish they had lore. They don't have lore.
History, right?
Yeah, give me history. Just give me history.
Oh, nature, right?
Nate-
No, he's right. Nature for identifying monsters. And
Yeah, give me nature, because give me nature then. Whoever scores a 16 or above for nature. All right,
17.
so Scoop, right.
They're
So,
just very strange wolves.
all right,
18.
all right. So Scoop, it's anybody else says you recognize these as, and does it come up on the stream yet that you can actually see them?
Nice. Yeah, you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah. We can
You recognize these as werewolves, lycanthrope. There's one still has the clothing as it gets closer of the actual person that it, whoever it is or whatever it is, might be an elf, might be whatever humanoid that it is, but only those people who reckon that everybody else just sees these as too large, almost maybe they could be bears or something like that. They're at a distance. They're at a distance right now of, I'd say, about 60 feet because you were able to detect them, so they didn't get surprised or anything. But, they're separating, and, they're trying, one's going one way into the woods and the other's going the other way. Let me see if I can put the camera on so you can see that.
Everyone, get alert. There's something coming.
Then roll.
Wolves? No, they're upright. They must be bears. Two of them I can see at the moment.
Those
Get
are
ready.
bears.
What are they then?
Those are werewolves. They're humans who
Oh, I
got
never
cursed.
dealt with them.
Werewolf.
Fun. Come on.
Werewolf.
Hey.
All right, so they're trying to go into the woods. Well, they're not 60 feet away. They're about, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 30 feet, maybe 40.
You guys, I can't see shit down here.
Oh, yeah. Let's get him out. Luke, I thought Luca threw him a rope.
Yeah, so he's still in the hole right now.
I was getting out
stuck.
the rope when these things showed up.
Yeah, when they picked an
Throw him a rope,
opportune
I draw my
time.
sword, and I'll draw a sword and shield, and I'll watch over Mako.
All right. Well, Mako is stuck in the hole, and what we're going to do is, so we don't have to get into a fight, we're going to end it right here on this cool cliffhanger of Mako stuck in the hole, the group trying to get him out, and 2 werewolves. I don't know if you can see them on the screen.
I do have a question though. Did he get
2 werewolves? We'll put them right here, approaching from this side, coming to try to get you guys.
Did he get the hut up?
No, that's what I'm saying. The spell messed up. It just winked and everything, and then he fell into the hole. And now these werewolves are here trying to get you. And there's a big tree in the way, so you can't even see that other werewolf. They're actually not that close. I just put them in there so you could see them in the last shot of our stream here. Is the 2 werewolves. What'd you say?
I just wanted to say, be wary of being injured by them. The curse is infectious.
Ooh, lycanthrope. Ooh, wouldn't that be cool though? Like, how cool would it be if one of y'all get infected and you don't find the cure in time and you have to take your own life? Oh, that'd be so cool.
Nah, you can get rid of it. It's just miserable. It's a huge pain in the arse. You might as well switch over to another character where you go off to a. I think it involved going to a monastery for 6 months or some crazy shit. You just have to do.
Or just be an awesome werewolf.
Be like Skyrim.
Luca will get another
You go
transformation.
chaotic evil when you switch forms, though. Otherwise, be like, bite me. Come on, bite me.
Come get me.
I'm right here, bro. Come at me.
But that is where we are going to end it. And remember, next, starting in February, we're going to be doing our every week on the stream, on this show, we'll be giving away a Dwarven Forge $100 gift certificate.
50.
What'd you say?
50. We're doing 25 each, right? You and I?
Oh, I thought it was, okay, 25, I'm sorry, $50 gift
I only
certificate.
have 2 jobs.
Yeah, $25. He's right. $25 gift certificate.
It'll be 50.
So
25
50
each.
Yeah, so $50 gift certificate. My mistake. Still awesome. You're getting something from Dwarven Forge that you can go ahead. And the best part is, you keep tuning in and you keep watching. You might win multiple gift certificates. Then you just start stockpiling them. It just goes to your internet, to your email address, and you stockpile them and buy as much as you want when you really start saving up. Obviously, this stuff took me a little while to collect all these pieces. But, man, I'm telling you, man, Dwarven Forge, man, it is awesome. I mean, you just touching this stuff, it just feels so good, and it's just awesome, man. Just really amazing terrain, and you can use it for anything, man. So I love it. So if you're getting the chance to get any, and I know that someone out there was watching, a Justice, Atticus, or I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he was watching us, and he just got his first set because he won it on our show. So yeah. Just watch and you'll have a chance to win some Forge. You also get to watch some cool, Dungeons and Dragons being played by some cool people here. And look at these werewolves ready to attack the party. Who's going to catch, lycanthropy? All right, so we are going to...
Hey,
go ahead.
by the way, Tony, I had an idea because we had so many critical rolls today
Yeah.
on our stream. Maybe we could rename our stream to Critical Role Players.
Ooh, no.
Oh, okay.
You think so?
I think that's kind of taken with an extra word added.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I didn't think that'd be a good idea, but I was
on the coattails, hanging on to the coattails.
Yeah, we're talk about sucking at the teat, What'd you say?
Don't they have like a cartoon on Amazon now?
Yeah, they do.
I've watched
I have
it.
to go
and
get
I
ready
love
for it. It was great playing with y'all.
All right, I'll see you, Exile. Bye-bye.
Exile.
All right, well, we're going to end the stream now that people are leaving. We will see y'all later, and we'll see you next week for another game of the Evil Team, and we'll see what they do. Thanks, and have a great night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.